Hello, everybody. I decided just to end that countdown a little bit early. I'm doing really okay. Let's try this. Everybody can hear me? Muda, you're supposed to be my sound test guy, and you're letting me down here. Muda, you're supposed to be my sound test guy, and you're letting me down here. Okay, thank you. And with me today, I do have Ren, who is in the last World Cup stream. So he is going to be helping me out so that you guys do not get doomed with my uh my subpar explanations here. So Ren, if you want to say hi.
Hello.
Did we win?
Did we win?
Xena, we haven't started. Let's see.
Well, we're going to win. Hopefully.
It looks like the first thing is going to be doubles. So this will be very interesting. They should just let us win. Yeah, see, but that wouldn't be as fun as, if they just gave us the win. There's no pride in that. And on top of that, for those of you who didn't notice, I decided for the last day of Pride Month to wear this shirt that I have not worn in a long time. So we'll have that with us as a little fun tidbit. Oh God, Sanji's talking about stalled teams. I don't want. I know enough comp to know we don't like those. That's Cobble Souls, so we're not worried about them yet. Hopefully. So it looks like right now they are. We love stall. We do not love stall. Yes, definitely the stall teams. We it's definitely been a an interesting Cobblemon World Cup. For those of you who have asked about EV Empire, I have heard that they have remained undefeated and are progressing into the Cobblemon World Cup as well. I'm low-key hoping for a Squirtle Squad versus EV Empire showdown at some point. That'll make for a very interesting stream. But we'll just have to see what happens. Let me move around a little bit.
Who would you vote for if that happened?
I am not going to vocalize that. Do not put that evil on me. I've got people from both servers in this stream that I know of, and I'm not being put on the spot like that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Oh, so there is a team.
I mean, so Wick and I have talked about it, like if that were to happen, very, very big if. That we would have to do like how parents have to pick their kids in a divorce. Like Wick's gonna have to pick one, I'm gonna have to pick the other. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. And it looks like the match is about to start. It looks like we've got Yip. Looks like Yip is going to be the doubles battler.
Yip last time very strong in the doubles battle. Wonder if you can carry it on.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully without the crash.
hopefully. It looks like Yip has gotten his stuff stabilized. It doesn't look like, based off since I've logged in on the server, it doesn't look like he's had any crashes. So hopefully we will not run into that issue because unfortunately, a disconnect in the middle of a match is automatic disqualification for that round. So, but I don't think Yip would put himself forward if it was looking unstable. So Sanji trying to account for to advocate for a stall team. So Yip versus Poke Clash's Call Me Riso looks like are going to be battling. This is going to be incredibly intense. I'm not really going to know what's going on here, which is why we have Rin here to hopefully give some sanity and context to everything.
I will do my best.
We're relying on you, seriously.
Oh god.
I think I think if Dino were in my stream, he would be correcting everything I said of like, ooh, look, he threw out the dinosaur. He's like, no, the dinosaur was a bad move. And I'm like, oh, the dinosaur was a bad move? Yeah, the dinosaur was a bad move. And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. In a game of rock, paper, scissors, I figured throwing out a dinosaur would be tournament spectate.
Talonflame Dragapult versus the Hitmontop Primarina. Hard as Talonflame will be at a disadvantage. This is the water type, of course. He can Tailwind up, and Dragapult has Thunderbolt. Might be able to get the KO and save Talonflame unless he switches out for safety.
Make sure here. Okay, perfect. Now it's back where it needs to be so I can scroll and whatnot. Perfect. Think you got to turn him up a little bit? Is he not loud enough? One moment. Ren, try talking now.
Hello. Is it better now or is it still quiet?
Oh, switched out Talonflame for Among Us. Among Us didn't change? What? Keep focusing on that.
Going down to 30%. Talonflame switching to Among Us. Like a bad spot for Yip to be in right now. Primarina's special attack going up as well. Increased damage.
Okay, they can hear you now. Perfect.
Good. Perfect. Rage Powder causing both of Yip's Pokemon to... No, Among Us used it. Both enemies will attack Among Us there, allowing Dragapult to switch out. Among Us will go down. Dragapult back out. And I feel like it's a bad spot for Yip. Being a Pokemon down and also having Talonflame at that disadvantage against the water type here.
Good things doubles as best 2 out of 3.
So wind goes up for Yip, increasing the speed. Talonflame goes down for Riso.
Ooh.
Both pokes down for Yip. Definitely a rough one for Yip here. Eldengo will be brought out into Hitmontop and Primarina.
Do we think that Goldango has a chance against these two, or is it looking like GG's already?
I feel like it's probably GG's, but we never know. The Goldango being Steel and Ghost against the fighting him on top might save it a little bit. But that special attack boosted Primarina is still definitely a problem. I think it might be Yip's loss here.
Ooh. Oh wow, that hyper voice is ridiculous.
Yep. Hyper voice taking Goldango down to 18%.
Oh! Oh
Goldango,
my gosh.
a big amount of damage there, but
Oh.
going down. Primarina lives on 3%.
Goodness, how many times did they need a broadcast that the dude won? Is somebody doing what they're not supposed to be doing? Goodness gracious. Most likely Specs. That's okay. Hopefully at this point then that Yip will be able to make better informed decisions on whether or not to swap out certain mons or not. I guess that's the hope here. Make sure that I'm prepared to. I mean, I think this is going to be a very close one. Either Yip, I mean, we don't know Yip's entire team comp. He still has 2 unknown mons to choose from here that could be very good up against the Primarina. I would hope that he would account for it. This doesn't look like... I would be very surprised if this is Riso's first time using Primarina. Yeah, Xeno.
It's definitely a strong Pokemon, Water and Fairy. And that Hyper Voice does do a lot of damage to both Pokemon, I think.
Let's see, it looks like they're all trying to figure out what they're doing here. Welcome to Inch. Jesus.
Welcome in.
Okay. Oh, Sammy Rose. Thank you for following. Hello. Nothing much. Just streaming World Cup. Oh, here we go.
Yip has a Primarina of his own. Means Primarina versus Risa's Talonflame Primarina.
I am not new in this game, Sammy. I have been in Pokemon modded Minecraft for about 4 years now. Okay, Talonflame's out. I had streamed for over a year about 4 years ago, and then when I got to managing servers, I took a break. I've only just recently gotten back within the past couple weeks.
Seems both Primarina here have Throat Spray, I think, which does increase Hyper Voice's damage. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure people in the chat can correct me if not.
They did 2-inch. Hyper Voice increases special attack if you used a sound move. I didn't even know that there were such a thing as sound moves, so we learn something new every day.
And hopefully with some more turns of sleep on Riso's Primarina, Yip can take the win here. You're really putting him in a good position.
It'll be interesting though because we're gonna see on whether or not Riso decided to um add the uh any of his two unknown Pokemon out here. Oh, he's got Dragapult out. Okay.
Was a good switch to bring Talonflame in.
Because it looks like Riso reused the team. We've got Meowscarda, which we saw last round, Primarina, obviously, and then Talonflame already being taken out on Riso's team. So we've got a fourth unknown Mon here on whether or not it's going to be the Hitmontop from last round or something completely new. If Riso was smart, which he probably will, he'll probably take out the Primarina.
Look, the Talonflame will definitely attack into the Meowscarada here. So it could be a good choice to switch Meowscarada out. But if Dragapult does have Thunderbolt, it will be tricky for Riso.
Sammy, my favorite Pokemon is Mew. Oh, yep, Hitmontop. So it looks like Riso did use the same Pokemon. Here. Okay, Hitmontop taken out, Meowscarda coming back out. Riso's Primarina is still asleep. Doesn't get Thunderbolt in this, no TM moves.
Forcing that Meowscarada into a bad position here. Very well played by Yip. Sounds of Sleep are incredibly good here.
Okay, Hitmontop back out.
Eject button will be gone, so Top will just take more and more damage here.
Primarina back out from Yip. Riso's Primarina down past or under 50% here.
No TM moves in this. Okay, so no Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I would say Riso is definitely getting unlucky here. Lots of comments about the sleeping Primarina.
Yep.
I mean, dude, same. I would love to take a nap at work.
Definitely a lot of times asleep here. This sucks for Riso, but really good for Yip.
Yep.
And that is what we want.
Yep, it's going to be interesting to see how Riso is going to try to predict what Yip is going to do here. It's going to wake up this turn. I am as well, Sammy.
See what happens.
Yeah, this is going to be incredibly interesting to see what goes on here.
So, there's a high chance that Yip will Hyper Voice with his Primarina here. I'm not sure what his Talonflame will do. His Primarina is the problem in my eyes, so maybe he will double attack into Primarina just to get rid of it.
I mean, if he gets rid of Riso's Primarina, I think he's got this. Hitmontomp's out.
Top will go. Primarina up, Hyper Voice, Talonflame will go down. What we're worried about.
That's okay. Riso's down to their last two. Yip's only down one. This is going to be very interesting to see what he does here.
Getting good into both of Yip's Pokemon, I think, now. Fuck move.
Ooh, Meowscarda's out.
Already gone.
I think this, yep, there we go. GG on Yip.
Takes it.
So we are going into, oh gosh, all the broadcasts. So it's 1-1. So there's basically nope, Yip was only down 1 at that point, which was the Talonflame. The Talonflame, he still had Amoongus.
Yep, doing really well to keep his Pokemon alive there.
Oh yeah. So this is going to
Sleep
basically be the
definitely helped.
deciding point in the doubles match between Yip and Riso. Whoever wins here, come on, Yip. Everybody
We
feel
still
free
have
to.
yet to see Riso's next
Yeah.
two.
I know that's what makes me nervous here. I don't think that Riso is going to give up that Primarina. Primarina is definitely a strong contender, but I think Yip is going to account for any potential counters to Primarina. I know that our Cobblemon World Cup team has definitely been studying the VODs of past battles with PokeClash, and PokeClash has already gone through 3 other against 3 other servers. This is the final match in this grouping, if I recall correctly. So this will be hopefully a well-educated team comp. It's just a matter of prediction. Is Riso going to use the same team, or is he going to switch things up a bit? And how is he going to switch it up except to get a Primarina counter? Which I don't think there's many of those.
Meowscarada is definitely good. But
Yep.
we'll see. He still has 2 Pokemon in the back that we don't know of, and Yip still has his, I think, 1 Pokemon that we do not know what it is yet.
Correct. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. I mean, as long as he can keep the Talonflame alive, the Talonflame can take care of the Meowscarada. If I recall correctly. It barbecues it, doesn't it?
What Pokemons?
Meowscarada gets barbecued by Talonflame.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. Dragapult can too. So he's got 2 technically counters to Meowscarada. So I wouldn't be surprised if Yip does go, he'll probably throw out Primarina and Dragapult. I would think.
Building.
I called it! Hey!
There we go.
See, guys, I'm learning.
Marina for Yip being EV trained here. Speed a little more than Riso's, I think, got him that win there.
Mm-hmm.
Very smart.
I do think that it's in Yip's best interest to keep the Primarina alive. If he can deal with that Dragapult before it affects his Primarina, I think he'll be okay. So Dragapult was on Riso's team, so that was one of the unknowns for Riso.
I think almost the same team here, right? Apart from the Hitmon's difference.
Well, Yip has 1 unknown. And it doesn't look like it doesn't look like he brought the unknown on that from that team. Oh, there we go. Talonflame already out for Riso. Oh, Heroku joined.
The great Hyper Voice there.
Yeah.
Potential switch from Yip unless you can get Rage Powder off with the Moongoose.
I'm guessing that's probably what he's going to go for here. If I know Yip, he definitely likes to stage things, so... And just think, guys, this is the first match, so to speak. We still have 1 or potentially 2 matches to go.
This is just to get into the knockouts.
Yep.
Whoever loses this is out.
Yeah.
Definitely intense. Yeah.
I do think that regardless of the outcome of this match, PokeClash will? ? I don't know PokeClash's stats. I haven't paid too close attention to where they are in the standing of things, but I believe regardless, PokeClash will still continue. They may just not be as high up. Don't quote me on that one, though. Don't know how it works quite yet. Either Legion or Panda will need to clarify that. That's not English, Muda. Whoever wins goes
definitely
through.
thinking hard.
Risa's like, your hands are shaking. So Risa's definitely feeling the heat from Yip.
Very intense first match between these two.
Okay. Dragapult attacked Among Us. The Among Us ate the citrus berry. Oh, Primarina's out. Oh no!
Yep.
Oh, here we go. And Primarina is asleep.
Primarina's asleep. What will Yip do here with Primarina down?
Always got to participate with a little bit of humor here. Talonflame out. Oh yes, because Tropamon. So Tropamon in this group is proceeding to the knockout round. So whoever wins this one will proceed with Tropamon in this grouping. So Rivals is out completely, if I recall correctly. They lost both against Clash and against Squirtle Squad. Meowscarda out. Spore keep dousing.
Keep that Primarina asleep.
Sleep.
Definitely aimed for Meowscarda, I think. Nope, on Primarina again, unless he tried to predict the wake up. Dragapult out for Riso.
Which means that Dragapult's probably going to be targeting Among Us. I wouldn't be surprised. Missed the Spore on Dragapult. Dragapult's probably going to come in here and pimp slap the Among Us. As long as that Among Us is there, it's going to keep Primarina asleep. Oh,
That's taking a little bit of damage here. Phantom Force chunking Talonflame now down to 5%.
Giga Drain on Primarina. This isn't looking too good for Riso.
Mungus back healthy. Well played from Yip so far. I think Yip is down 1, Riso is down 2, if I remember. Dragapult chunk down to 25%. Talonflame will go out for it.
That's perfectly fine, I think. Primarina out.
Primarina will fall.
I think. Doesn't Riso have one more? Or is that it?
I think he already had 2 pokes out. That was his third, so Dragapult will be his final one.
Yep, and I think this is going to be it for Riso. Yeah, Riso.
Sleep really.
Yep.
The sleep turns really stuffed him on that one. Who played to Yip, played it smart. The sleep was
very nice.
Incredibly good choice there.
Yep. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful call there by Yip. Feel free. Let's get a little close up. Look at him. He's just killing it. Yeah.
One up to Squirtle Squad. Let's see if Yip has bought Squirtle Squad at least a little bit of momentum here.
Orc, why are you over here, homie? I got Navarro. Virtue. Oh, he's a commentator. I believe that's one of the ones that oh, another doubles? What? Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, let's look. Oh, there's Heroku.
Who else is the doubles battler here for Squirtle Squad?
Who's on the wrong side of the map? Homie, over here. This is where your team is. What is you doing? Although Orc is a very, very well done battler, so I would not be surprised to see a victory on Orc's behalf here. But of course,
anything can happen.
Right? Yep, anything can happen, no matter what, regardless of whether or not Orc wins or loses against PokeClash here. We still it'll either be a complete win for Squirtle Squad or it will just be a third round, which at that point, they'll more than likely choose singles format, and I do believe that we have a pretty strong singles contender. So, and it doesn't look like PokeClash favors singles very much. So it might just be to their detriment regardless. I figure no matter what the outcome of this round is, it's looking pretty good for Squirtle Squad so far as everybody is paying attention and locked in. He was, but he had so many opportunities to switch out. True.
See if any other status effects here will determine this next battle. Being very strong in the doubles here, it looks like.
All right. Yep. It looks like. Goodness gracious. Sorry for my dog, everybody.
The Orc versus Dino here. The second doubles. If Orc takes this, they win this, right? And they move on to the knockouts.
Guaranteed lock. PokeClash sitting there roasting their server owner. Exalt. Guaranteed loss. I can assure at this point as well, like if it was fisticuffs, Wick would win against Vents. If it was battling, I think they would both cancel each other out because I think Wick's battling ability is probably on par to mine at some level. Dino, bring an actual Dino to your match. That would be hilarious. Winnie, ma'am, I'm streaming World Cup. Please stop.
Wonder if anyone will be bringing a dog Pokemon to this battle here.
Yeah, my Winnie can my Winnie can just vocalize all the dog Pokemon if there are any. Orc is sped sometimes. Oh my gosh. Squirtle Squad, we can't say that. Don't say that in public.
Definitely
Oh,
shows personality.
it yeah, it does. Orc, honey, we need to get your head in the game. So remember, this is a doubles match, friends, which means that it is the best 2 out of 3 within the single doubles match. So Orc would have to win at least 2 matches, either back to back or in the first, any combination. You know, you get the gist of it. Daydreaming of the champion trophy.
Poor Orc being slandered.
Yip was first match win. That is correct. Winnie, my love. It's the neighbors. They're checking their mail. Now she's hopped at me. This is definitely intense. I will give it that. Uh, there's a lot riding on this. I know that uh, pretty much all of the battlers teams have spent countless hours and practice sessions, review sessions. I mean, I've seen it. Panda's definitely put his heart and soul into making sure to manage the team and get it focused. I think everybody in Squirrel Squad is pretty familiar with most of our battlers. Getting people's attention spans can be a bit difficult, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to competitive, they're really locked in here. It'll be really interesting, like I said, to see what Orc brings to the table here. If we're going to get a Risa repeat or if it's going to be more of a challenge. PokeClash is definitely not making this easy. So props to them as well, regardless of what the outcome is here. It's definitely going to be well earned, I would say.
Definitely sweating.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Again.
Primarina.
Very similar Pokemon out.
Okay. Why do they name their Mons? Listen, guys, I don't know it. Is that...
That is Armarouge.
Armarouge. Okay, it was one of those. It was either the one that started with a C or an A. Like, I don't know.
Armarouge is a fire psychic type.
This isn't good that he's gotten Amoonguss, though. Are they going to try to do reverse sleep? Orca's smart. He'll pull his Primarina out of there if he gets faster. If he's got higher speed, then hopefully he can pull Primarina out before it gets slept. Because that's probably what's going to end up happening there. And hopefully he'll use the Talonflame to barbecue the mushroom. But, you know, who knows at this point?
I'm not sure how much Psychic could do to either of Orc's Mons here. Talonflame definitely threatening that Amoonguss.
This is Renaeus. He is a player on Squirrel Squad. I'm pretty sure many of you have seen him in chat. Renause.
You may call me Ren.
Yep.
I'm around a lot.
And Squirrel Squad players, feel free to give Orc some love in chat. I know that I do know at least some of our battlers are watching this stream, so the more support that we can get, he's the one that keeps bullying me. Xeno, you probably deserved it.
Who did I bully?
Well, this is an indirect stall team. We're stuck on turn 1 and nothing has happened.
Definitely thinking hard here. I'm not sure what I would do here. The Primarina is threatening, so is the Talonflame to the Amoonguss. I don't think the Armarouge has much to do here.
Yeah, I mean, but definitely a clear indication that our battlers have been studying their opponents. I mean, we're looking at some great team comps. And like I said, no matter what the outcome of this first round of the doubles is, Orc still has plenty of time to use this as an opportunity to get to know Dino's team a bit better and maybe do better prediction in the second match. That's where the mist spore went. All right, Primarina's out, Meowscarda's in. I think that was a smart thing there. Munga's getting hit with the Talonflame. There we go. Meowscarda is immune to the spore. That was definitely
Very
a
smart.
great, smart move to have Primarina out. That's, yeah. I will give props to Orc. For those of you who aren't very familiar with Orc, he has actually done competitive Pokemon tournaments. Like, he's actually, like, won money. Like, and I'm not talking store credit, talking in real life money. In real life competitive tournaments for Pokemon. So when we're very fortunate with the strong battlers that we have in our team. Orc is definitely going to be putting up one hell of a fight, I would say. I wouldn't be surprised if Dino pulls out that Amoonguss in the hopes of getting that Primarina to sleep. But Talonflame may get it. I mean, I think that recoil result is worth taking out that Amoonguss.
You don't know what Armouge did that turn. Maybe even hit Talonflame.
Here, I can tell you.
But that Spore Switch Orc was definitely
The Rocky helmet. Amoonguss has a... Yep,
helmet.
he swapped out. Yeah, see, and I had a feeling that he was going to swap that, but even then, Hitmontop seems... Both Hitmontop and Armarouge has taken some pretty heavy damage here. Going with a... Let's see. Knockoff. Looks like... Safety goggles was taken off. Man, things are definitely... Looks like Meowscarda is burned, unfortunately, but I think that... I think that he did something that made dark type. Meowscarda transformed into the dark type, which I think is why this burn is not doing as much damage as I think that it would have normally done. Please feel free to correct me, friends, if I'm reading this incorrectly. All right, Armarouge out.
You were right on that one.
Amoonguss out. Protein ability.
Talonflame going low.
Thank you for that. Hitmontop hits. Talonflame is hurting. Oh, Hitmontop is out. That's the first Mon out, I believe, of this match. So, oh. All right, is that one of the ones with the dashes in its name?
Yes. It's a Como-O.
Okay, yeah, it's the Como-O. There we go. I knew it was one of those. I have no idea what that one does.
Is it a... I know it's a dragon type, but I do not know if it has a secondary type.
Burn only affect attack or special attack too? No, yeah, attack. I don't know why I made that sound like I knew the answer to that before Xeno said something. Dragon fighting. Let's see what happens here. No matter what, I think Talonflame is pretty much toast next round. I'm hoping its speed is higher, that maybe it can get the Amoonguss.
They could get a Brave Bird off on either Pokemon here. I think it would put Orc in a great spot.
If he can knock down a Amoonguss, then...
flying moves.
Because, let's see, we've seen the Como-O, we've seen the Amoonguss, we know that the Hitmontop is out. Did we see the fourth?
No, the Armarouge was there.
Oh, Armarouge, that is the fourth.
Is.
So we have not seen all of Orc's team, it seems. Okay, they're using... Okay, so Rocky Helmet's been knocked off of the... Okay.
Amoonguss, I think Tailwind from Talonflame increasing the speed.
Alright, something's cooking up here. They're setting up for something. Do all team use same mod, or they get different mod when battle for each player? It's different. So they submit a Pokepaste. It does look like Como-O has a 2-inch. No. It does look like Como-O, and I think the audience has picked up on this, is setting up for something. I know its attack and special attack both got boosted here. So, I mean, I would think that Orc would probably be wise here if the Meowscarda plays a pinnacle point here to withdraw and sacrifice a different mon for it, or one that maybe can tank whatever might be coming here. Rage Powder. Amoonguss became center of attention. Meowscarda said play rough on the Amoonguss. Brave Bird on the Amoonguss. Ooh, so close. Recoil on Talonflame. Talonflame's out. Meow is pretty useless right now. Okay.
Scarda is also out.
Meowscarda's out. Yikes. Alright, Orc's 2 down. Dino is 1 down here. This will be very interesting. Because we know Orc has the Primarina. Oh, well, yeah. Perfect. Ooh, and a Dragonite. Okay. This will be interesting here.
Orc does have Tailwind up. Might allow either of his Pokemon to outspeed. Either a Fairy move from Primarina here, or maybe a Dragon or Flying move. Can do a big chunk of damage to Komo here. But does Orc want to get rid of the Komo first, or get Amoonguss out the picture, especially with that Rage Powder being up?
What are you GGing, Xeno? If Komodo doesn't get T-Punch, speed should kill the Amoonguss. Use Rage Powder. Amoonguss became center of attention. Dragonite used Outraged. Yep, that goes that for the Amoonguss.
Orc definitely thinking ahead here.
Oh, Clanging Scales. Primarina is immune. Oh, and
being a pain.
There we go, which means Dino has just... Oh, yep, I think this is going to be... I think this is going to be GG. Orc is probably going to get this first match here.
So wind's still up. It should be nice quick win here. Amu's thanking a lot more though. Nope. He's down.
There we go.
Not being able to TM here. Definitely a pain for some teams. Orc just had such an incredible team there.
Yep. Orc just needs to win this, oh. Orc just needs to win this second match in doubles, and if Orc wins this, Squirrel Squad proceeds.
We have yet to see 2 Pokemon on either side. Wonder if the teams will switch up or not.
Hive action.
Good evening.
You have like 100 goats. What? I'll stay because the anxiety of not knowing who wins will kill me. Okay. Oh. Well, we're seeing one new one already. Got Tyranitar. This is going to be spicy. Looks like already a sandstorm has kicked up. That's not going to be good.
Tyranitar's ability, being a rock type, I think it is weak to water move. See if the if Orc decides to Tailwind, if it will outspeed and one-shot Tyranitar here.
How you doing, Faction? Two times weak to water and fairy, I think, according to Chicken. I feel that, Fac. I feel that. Too bad Dino isn't here for you to put the Fear of God into him. Tailwind and Hyper Voice will do a lot to both. It just depends on whether or not Dino will keep them out though. But I think no matter what he swaps out to, I think it's going to be to his disadvantage because I think to both battlers, we have Wide Guard and Brave Bird on the Armor Rouge. Oh, Talonflame got bonked. Oh, Primarina got flinched. That's not good.
I could draw a flinch there.
Yeah, Scarda's out. Okay. Unfortunate with the Talonflame, but I think that Cobblemon refs are a little too focused on time. I think that there's been some unrealistic expectations with regards to how long true competitive matches take. I may not be a competitor, but I do know that those who take it very seriously, this is definitely not anything that will just simply take a couple of minutes.
Definitely a lot to think about during battles like this.
Mm-hmm. Tyranitar out, Amoonguss out.
Matchups, movesets.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Scarda's burned.
Voice doing a lot of damage.
Yep.
Rouge being down to 11.
Yeah, but they don't have the timer built into the plugin, do they, Legion? Nope. Yep, well, that's their problem, not our problem. I don't really... Not too fussed about it. Let's give our battlers some time.
We still have yet to see if either team has switched up another mon. We know Tyranitar came out from Dino, but we wonder if maybe another team change happened.
Wonder if he's...
Orc here.
I wonder if Dino kept Kumo-o, or if we're going to see an appearance of, geez, what was on his last team? Hitmontop. Or if we just got the other rando mon that we don't know about as part of his team.
Knowing Orc was, highly competitive, has played for money before.
Oh, Armor's down.
Definitely probably writing stuff down. Track of different moves.
Okay, Orc Booze got Dragonite out. Okay. Prismarina's asleep, but I think that is going to be okay. What in the hell is that? Is that a Comfy? Is that competitively a competitive good mon to have?
In my eyes, it is sort of like
Comfy Walls Dragonite.
Whimsicott. And it being a fairy type Walls Dragonite.
Oh no.
It's asleep too.
This is not good. I think they should have taken out that Amoonguss before they took out the Armor Rouge, in all honesty. Ooh. This is not looking good. He should probably switch out one of those for Meowscarda. Wait, or is the Meowscarda... Meowscarda got taken out, didn't it?
Oh, my memory is not good. I think we'll have to rely on chat for that one.
It might look like this might go to Dino. Yep, Oh, nope, Dragonite's still in. Dragonite's up. Mugus is dead. Oh god, this is gonna... Oh, there goes... Oh, it's literally a 1v1. Oh, Primarina's up.
Primarina's up now too.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be...
Very good for Orc.
Oh wait, no, Orc still has Meowscarda. Oh crap, and he still has Tyranitar. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Hyper Voice will go good against the Tyranitar, wouldn't it?
I'm pretty sure, yes. It is a fairy type move.
Okay, so I think it would be smart if the Meowscarada goes into its dark type form for whatever the Comfy might try to do. And then a Hyper Voice. Yeah. I mean, but what can you do at this point, Legion? Yeah, it just depends on what the Comfy decides to throw out there. But if Primarina can take out the Comfy first, or at least the Tyranitar, then I think they have a good shot at getting this. This is definitely going to be a very interesting ending to this match. No matter what, there will still be, if Orc does not manage to pull through, there's still a third match to come back from. And now we know what both of Dino's unknown Mons are. So we have a full idea of the team. And I think that'll definitely give Orc a huge benefit here in predicting. Let's see here. I think this, all right, Draining Kiss on Meowscarada, super effective, but doesn't kill her. Ooh, Comfy's all the way back. Flower Trick.
Flower Trick will hit. A little less than half
Ooh.
there.
Yeah, this Meowscarada is probably going to get killed, though, because of the Sandstorm and the burn.
Primarina taking a little bit of damage too.
Yeah.
Meowscarada fools. Tyranitar will fall. Will heal right back up.
Ooh. Nope, I think, yep.
Lucky for Orc. The early flinch, the double sleeve is very difficult to play around.
Yeah, this was definitely... So it's a 1-to-1 again with the doubles. So we are going into another third match for doubles against Clash. This is going to be the decision maker here. Whoever, if Orc wins, Squirtle Squad's good. But if he doesn't, that means that we're going into an unofficial third, well, unofficial, it is an official third round. And I believe at that point, Squirtle Squad will get to pick the format. And I think at this point it's quite indicative that maybe in their best... in all honesty, I don't know, because singles is one and done. You win or you lose and that's it. But doubles gives you an opportunity to make a comeback. And I think that's what the appeal for a lot of people for doubles is yeah, it's 4v4, but you get to have that opportunity to really kind of assess and predict and even arguably make a mistake in the first round. That may make the difference between, you know, got a damn bot in my kick stream. You're done.
You seem to have won his match and left.
I believe Wick has, I think he has like a meeting or something having to do with work.
So Yep came in to show off and then turned all business after. Crazy. I wonder if he is smiling during his meeting. Going back, being able to, make the mistakes and then learn from them during these double battles is really...
Yeah, Legion, shut up.
What competitive is about.
Now I'm really self-conscious about whether or not my mouth is open, because I have been known to do that where I'm watching something and I'm just like... And I don't even notice.
If I get really into something, I'll stick my tongue out.
Yep. All right, so we're seeing some returns. Hitmontop has made its way back onto Dino's team, but we're starting out pretty strong here with a Talonflame and a Dragonite. Uh, pretty sure that Dragonite is going to do pretty well against the Armor Rouge, if I recall.
Better against him on top here if Dragonite has a flying move versus that fighting him on top.
Talon is covert, right? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Okay, switching out Dragonite into Primarina. Brave Bird. Oh, there we go. Already the Hitmontop is... Oh, he's got a Citrus Berry, though. Ah, Primarina on that burn. Yikes.
With taking a small chunk, but Hitmontop will fall to around half HP.
Prims is on a timer
will
now.
Be halving.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Time is up, and does burn only take away half attack, or is it special attack as well?
I can't be asleep though now.
Very true.
Only attack. I would think that Orc would have some kind of turnaround here. Okay, Hitmontop's out. Ah, Tyranitar is back. Ah, not the Sandstorm. What?
We used to move to places there. Type of voice doing good chunk to both here.
Yep.
Rouge falling below half.
That ally switch definitely what does ally switch do, and why is that useful?
So if you have, of course it switches places like we just saw, but if you bring in a Pokemon and say one is strong against water types, or it's a fire versus a water type, you can switch out to another water type, switching places.
Oh, there goes Talonflame. That burn and that Sandstorm is definitely wearing down Primarina. This is not looking too good for Orc at this point. But it is also not looking good for Deino because he already has 3 different Pokemon all under 50% HP, because we got that Hitmontop as well that I'm pretty sure is below 50%. Meowscarda making an appearance here. Interesting. I believe in my man Orc Boost. Let's hope that this pulls through. I have got to have some confidence here in Orc that he knows what he's doing.
Orc had a very strong start here.
Yep.
Still has another Pokemon back there. Dragonite sitting there waiting, I think.
Yep. Still got that Dragonite as well, which I think he's saving in the event that they have a pain in the butt come outside of this Tyranitar, because if he brings back Como, I think that's going to be an issue. Knock off Meow
to still back there, boom.
Yeah, that could be if they bring back the Comfy. Let's see what happens here, because we really don't know who's taking so long to make decisions. I can't imagine that it's Orc.
Tyranitar has been tanking these hyper voices though. I think it might survive one more.
Oh, nope.
It will switch into him on top here for the Intimidate.
Oh, yep, Hitmontop's out. Ooh, Primarina barely holding on here.
There's a wide guard from one team.
Ah, yep.
Here's the Comfy.
Yep, here's the Comfy. Yep, he's calking. Kudos to battlers for being able to do that, because in all honesty, it's like, Comfy kills Prima. Well, I think the burn kills Prima. Thank you for following Sober. I don't know how to pronounce that. So I'm gonna call you Sobu. Sobu, the HR person. Oh, Hyper Voice gets the Armor Rouge. Subaru. Primarina's down, which we knew was going to happen this turn regardless of what Comfy did, I think. But the Tyranitar should be coming out here, and I think Orca's going to be throwing out the Dragonite.
Mm.
Right now we've
This
just got...
Comfy will be ruling
just
Dragonite
sober.
here.
Hey, sober. Yeah, this is definitely going to be very interesting to see. We've got two plants staring at each other, basically. Misplayed by Dina there. You think that might have cost Dina the match there, Muda?
Yes, Grotto might be able to clean up the
Let's see here.
either one, right? Tyranitar or Comfy.
Floral healing on the Armor Rouge.
Hmm.
That might have been... Now we're in another round of people just staring at each other, figuring out what they're gonna do next. This is really intense. Definitely props to the Meowscarda animations though, whoever did those. I'm definitely loving that. Although it is breathing rather heavily. I don't care, Legion. Kitty. Oh. Dino's I think Dino's FFing.
Seemed he
I was
got a
about
bug.
yeah, I think there's a bug.
He knew he lost this. We either see, I don't know if a rematch might happen or Dino might just forfeit lost.
It won't let me switch in a Pokemon. It's glitched. Uh-oh. That's not gonna be good. I don't know what the call is here. I don't know if Navarro is going to... I mean, but I don't think that would be prudent, though. Orc knows Dino's entire team. They both know each other's entire team at this point. Like, I don't know if that would be really fair. So what's going to be the decision here? Is there going to be points?
Will there be a rematch or... I think Dino did admit to losing this one, though.
They would have to rematch the round.
Rematch?
They say Comfy would win from this spot. He still has a Dragonite. That's not to say that Comfy would win there. Cobblesoul's getting a little too excited to call a game here. It could, but it's not to say that it would. Dragonite does nothing to Comfy. I mean, we're all talking hypotheticals here. So really, it just depends on what Navarro decides to do at this point. I mean, yeah, I mean, AS has a point here as well. Dino even said it himself. It wouldn't matter. Is this the first match? No. We already did the first match with Yip and doubles against Riso from PokeClash. Yip did win that one. With doubles, it's best 2 out of 3. And we ended up having to do all 3 matches. So, they should replay that. Let's see what Navarro decides, because whatever Navarro decides, I'm pretty sure is going to get, he's gonna get some flack either way. Hopefully not too bad here, but I mean, Dino pretty much vocally said something along the lines of that it wouldn't have mattered. Why are people spamming in turned base? Oh, I don't think that's the bug on this one, Zeno. That's a different bug. This one is not allowing him to switch out. I think that I'm assuming it's something else. I don't know if it's related to the tournament plugin or not, but I mean, we could speculate all day what causes these bugs.
Not
Impossible
allowing
to win from this position. You just double into Tyranitar and I lose. Deanna knows that he's lost. So it's Mickey Mouse if they force a reason. It's so Mickey Mouse. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
I'm assuming it means it's stupid as
oh, bullshit.
He's already
okay.
admitted. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get mad at you guys if you swear in my stream. Now, granted, the official Cobblemon stream do not. But I am not as strongly worded. Hold on, I'm getting pinged here. Who's pinging me? Oh.
Will be unfortunate, as Orc was definitely going to win this one if they decide to restart it. As this was definitely a win. Let's go, here.
Yeah, no, this is going to be very interesting to see what Navarro decides. I mean, but the fact that the battler himself is sitting here saying that that he wouldn't win, I feel like that in of itself is a concession. Like, he's already admitted that he wouldn't have won this. To redo this battle, I think, would be an insult.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
I think everyone understands this, but yeah. Would it be exciting to have it move on to a third game between new battlers? Yes. Would it be good for my heart? No. I don't think my heart could handle.
I know this is definitely stressful. Navarro is gonna have to pick his phrasing very carefully here on what he's going to decide to do. But I mean, personally, now granted, I'm not comp oriented, so take my words with a grain of salt. I am very much one of those ones where the words that Dino said I would consider a concession. Like, at this point, that's as far as I'm concerned, he might as well just have FF'd. Yeah, Dino's doubling down saying, I'm not gonna win this. At that point, that right there, like, let's let the Meowscar does grass. It's not dark. Comfy does nothing. It gets 30% at best and then dies next turn. The only way I win from this position is a low roll from Meow on Tyranitar and at least one high roll crit from Comfy. Yeah.
Protein definitely, I think, putting Orc in the winning position, turning it to a pure grass type.
Yeah, I mean, if Pokeclash was if Squirtlegood was the one saying these things, then I would let Navarro be chill with whatever Navarro decides, but literally Pokeclash is sitting here going, I've pretty much lost this. So at that point, that's FF. I mean, if you thought you had a chance, you wouldn't be sitting here saying that, like, that I'm not winning this. So I think Navarro just needs to go ahead and call the match. Although, of course, you are going to get criticisms. I mean, there are going to be people who are going to call BS and say that it was a handed win. But I think we can all agree here that both battlers have definitely brought some heat. Oh, yeah. I can imagine Dino's team is pissed. Pokeclash doesn't want to be knocked out, and Vince is probably not going to be happy. So
I don't think Orc would want to win like this anyway.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's also a consideration of other people's times, and I mean, there's a lot that goes into this, so it's a matter of technicalities. If they don't, whatever Navarro decides here is going to set a precedent. for what to do during this battle bug. So he has to be very careful of how he decides to do this. He may even be consulting with Haroku or Slippy on what decision to make here. But at the end of the day, I think Navarro is the final decision maker on this. Which, I mean, whatever Navarro decides, we are going to respect. So keep that in mind, players, battlers. No hurling abuse at the Cobblemon organizers. Because Tropomon doesn't know how to shut up. That's the nicest way I can put it. Anyone who complains gets a timeout, if only. Thank you, Fac. Yeah, the very least in my stream, we're not going to be disrespectful. That is one rule that I am very hardcore about. So we'll want to make sure here, and I probably should have been smart enough to put myself in Do Not Disturb on Discord. Silly me. All right, let's see. I will complain.
Definitely hard for,
right now.
I think, for Poké Clash, they don't want Dino admitting defeat here, but I don't think Orc, as a, competitively doesn't want...
Navarro's calling it in Orc's favor.
Orc said he's going to win, and Dino's not confident. Dino admitted to losing, but...
The win is over to Orc. Squirtle Squad proceeds to the knockout.
If Dino said he could fight back here, I think it would have been a rematch, but admitted defeat.
Yeah, and good sportsmanship over on the Squirtle Squad team to Dino here, and I respect Dino as well. I mean, regardless, if Dino was going to double down and say, I could win this, the respect would still be there. Both battlers are very clearly knowledgeable in, in what they're doing, and both seem to be pretty confident in the outcome of this. I mean, it's great on that. It does mean that Squirtle Squad has knocked out Vince went ahead and logged out, and Riso, so Poké Clash is already heading out here. But it does look like that Squirtle Squad is proceeding. So both EV Empire and Squirtle Squad are proceeding to the knockout rounds, which is fantastic. It is rather unfortunate that we have battle bugs like this. From this position, the odds are not in my favor at all. It would require a decent amount of luck. I mean, I've seen some crazy things happen in these World Cup. Yeah, they probably are pissed. But these World Cup battles, there's been some crazy things. I mean, Riso definitely got unfortunate in that first doubles against Yip. A sleep that lasted, 6 turns, it seemed? I
think it was more 4 or 5, maybe.
Yeah, about
4 might have been there.
But that was a long sleep for the Prima to have been sleeping. So really good on everybody. I think this is definitely probably a good call from Navarro, and I think it also helps that both battlers, once again, very comfortable and confident in where they are in competitive and where the battle in general is going to go to. So I think this situation definitely turned out better than what it could have been. And I'm pretty sure Navarro would have ruled differently if both battlers were both asserting that they both could win. Navarro probably would have ordered a rematch, but I think Dino as well, I think, did himself a favor here. Definitely a wild turn for the final match here.
Yeah, it's incredibly unfortunate that the bug happened, and I hope that Dino does not get any hate from his team whatsoever for admitting defeat there.
I mean, if he does, Squirrel Squad's a great server to be on. We always open our doors to everybody as long as they're as long as they're chill and they vibe with the community, that's what we're here for. And that's all we want, really. But But yeah, no, PokeClash definitely held their own in this group. This Navarro has even has stated that the grouping that Squirrel Squad was put in was the hardest one in the entire tournament. Tropamon, Cobblemon Rivals, PokeClash. You know, those are some big servers, some heavy hitters. I mean, Tropamon still doing strong here. I know our EV team is really wanting and hoping for a matchup against Tropamon. Um, so we're definitely hopefully going to see some interesting things here. Let's go ahead and get a zoom up. Look at Orc with his deadpanned little skin here. He's doing his best.
His happy smile.
Yep. He's doing. We got Muda over here being Muda, I guess. Ugh. And yep, Panda, our team manager, looking at him. Panda, stop moving. Look at him. I will fight you, Panda. Absolutely fantastic. Great team over here. People supporting each other. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that there's not a competitive aspect in here at all. There definitely is, but I definitely think that there is a lot of goodwill between most of these servers and players as well. Mutual respect is really what's going to get this tournament far, but I can imagine in the knockout round, we are definitely going to see a lot more. I don't want to say aggression. Don't want to say that, but we're going to see some intense battles, I feel. It'll be very interesting to see how this goes. I do not know when those are going to occur, though. The moment Panda lets me know, I think we'll make that call from there. Alrighty.
Very intense matches though. Played from both teams.
Absolutely
Sleep
beautiful.
for Yib, won him that round, and then Sleep against Orc. PokeClash there.
Yep.
For being a very important piece.
Thank you for following,
both
Dustin.
teams' puzzle.
Yep. And definitely Squirrel Squad players, feel free to give Orc some love, Orc and Yip some love in the Discord, in the server. That's, definitely I think will give some encouragement to our battlers. Well, now I can go to sleep. Can sleep well, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch back over to my main thing here, because it looks like things are done here for the competitive oriented things. But yes, for everybody in Squirrel Squad who tuned in, who gave their support, definitely appreciate it. Feel free, like I said, to follow, because my goal is to try to stream as many Cobblemon World Cup matches as I can. Unfortunately, most of the matches seem to fall in normal business hours of a working week, and I do work full time. Oh, Quasi, thank you for following. So definitely, I will try my best, but if not, there is an official commentator. I think you can see him on, you could have seen him on my stream. It was Virtuo. He's pretty chill, and if that's the case, the next time that we ping, if I am unable to stream it, we will ensure that that his link is up there for you guys to be able to view. Just keep in mind, while my rules here are a little bit more lax, swearing, shit talking, things like that is not okay in that stream, and I do expect that Squirrel Squad players will represent appropriately, because we definitely want to make sure that our server is giving the correct showing. This is definitely not the place for anybody to be showing their ass. But mainly just have fun with it. There's a lot of other servers here, and a lot of them are really chill and really cool. You've seen a lot of joking and laughing. Yeah, there's gonna be some differences and some contestants on opinion, but for the most part, mostly everybody is really chill. I want to make sure that we are maintaining that 100%. But everybody who has turned out to support, to chat here, to give encouragement, thank you so much. And like I said, feel free to give all of our battlers some love in the Discord or on the server. And I will be sure to fill everybody in the next time that the battles are coming up. And of course, give some love here to Ren, either on the server or here in the stream, for his excellent commentary. Hopefully he will also be joining me as much as he is able to when these battles are occurring, to give you guys some excellent commentary, especially since I am not so competitively oriented. And Rin, did you have anything that you wanted to chime in with? Yep. Everybody have a lovely Monday evening. And then just as a shameless plug, I also do stream casually, and so does Ren. Feel free to check us out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be streaming this. Ooh, I might try to stream this Wednesday. We might be shooting fireworks off. For those of you in the United States, you guys will understand. But if not, maybe Tuesday I'll be streaming as well. Non-Pokemon stuff. So if you're interested and you just want somewhere chill to be able to chat with me, because I know some people, I get questions a lot from players. This is also a good way to be able to chat one-on-one with me. Or in a group setting. I don't mind that at all. ODAF 50? Is that Oda 50? Oda 50. I feel like that's 50, but I don't know that would be his username. But thank you for following. But yeah, like I said, definitely feel free to tune in whenever. Use this time to ask me questions. It could be about the server. It doesn't have to be about the server. If you want to ask questions about the World Cup, I will try to answer to the best of my ability. It is Mr. President. Hello. But if I do not have the answers to your questions, the manager for the Common World Cup for Squirtle Squad, Panda, CM Panda, my head admin, will be able to answer those questions for you. If you are Eevee, you can always ask Malachi or Legion. They will be able to answer your questions as well if you have those kinds of questions. Or just ask our battlers. I'm pretty sure most of them would not mind for the curious insight. You know, the whole point of this also is to kind of drive the competitive feeling for the server as well. So I'm hoping this is kind of inspiring some of you to kind of figure out, you know, what might interest you and if this might interest you. But absolutely, like I said, everybody have a lovely rest of your day and or evening. And we will see you next time. Bye, friends.